It's 8:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. Independent councillors on Newcastle Council suspect they were deliberately kept in the dark over the appointment of the Lord Mayor to the board of Newcastle Airport. Nuatali Nelms used her casting vote to approve her appointment, which comes with a $50,000 salary. Council's Code of Conduct allows Councillor Nelms to vote on her appointment. However, the independents say details of the salary were not included in the report to councillors, and they've written to the local government minister calling for a thorough investigation. Tributes are flowing for the two Port Stephens men killed in a horrific crash at Ferradale this week. Graham Parker and Reg Cowling were returning from a meeting at Stockton to organise a reunion of ex-servicemen and women when their car was struck by a B-double on the Pacific Highway. The pair in their 70s died at the scene. The RAF veterans are being remembered as community-minded and highly thought of. Singleton Council has announced a federal election wish list for the region, with the construction of the New England Highway bypass at the top of the list. The list also names recycling issues and the expansion of health services in the area as top priorities. Mayor Sue Moore says anyone using the roads during peak times understands the urgency of funding for the bypass.
The bypass is obviously top of the list. There's a number of other concerns that the community has that need to be addressed at federal level, but the bypass is hugely important to the community, and that's what we're doing with our advocacy list, pushing forward the concerns of the community to the federal government.
It's hoped the final stage of the $55 million public domain project along the Honeysuckle foreshore will be finished in about 12 months. Work on the final stage is now underway. It involves building a pathway through the Throsby car park, opening up Cottage Creek and expanding the Tree of Knowledge Park. New seawalls will be built and 160,000 tonnes of rock will be used to stabilise the century-old wharf at West Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle Drive will also be realigned and the former Hanson-Yunkin building will be demolished as part of the work. It's graduation time at the University of Newcastle, with more than 4,000 students set to celebrate the completion of their studies over the next week. The university has hit a major milestone this year, with a number of Indigenous medical graduates passing the 100 mark. Tom Steigler is graduating from a Bachelor of Medical Engineering and Mechatronics today and says he had a valuable experience.
Had a lot of opportunities in extracurricular activities, was involved in a competition with other engineering students, which was a lot of fun to get some hands-on experience.
Hunter Local Land Services is working with Upper Hunter farmers and landholders to control a fresh plague of locusts. The recent rain, while most welcome, has provided the ideal breeding conditions for the invasive species. 16 Upper Hunter properties have been issued with chemical control in a bid to stop the spread of the locust plague.
2NURFM Sport.
The Newcastle Knights will be hoping to field a near full-strength side when they take on the Sea Eagles at home tomorrow night. The Knights will be sweating on the availability of key players Kurt Mann and Sione Matautia, with the duo both in doubt due to injury. Coach Nathan Brown says while he expects Matautia to be a 50-50 shot, Mann may have to sit out the game due to his condition.
Look, he's certainly doubtful, we'd say. He carried an injury into last week's game and played with it, and from the information yesterday was that he was very doubtful, so we'll get a bit more information today, but I'd be surprised if he was to play.
Newcastle Jets defender Larissa Crummer has confirmed she's aiming to return to the pitch at the start of the upcoming W League season. Crummer missed the second half of the last campaign due to an awful leg break, which is also responsible for her being forced to sit out the Matildas World Cup campaign. The 23-year-old confirmed she's been in the gym up to 6 times a week in an effort to be fit for the start of the upcoming season. Meanwhile, on the Jets men's side, midfielder Steven Ugarkovic says they'll keep on giving 100% until the end of the season, despite their finals chances being all but over. Newcastle travels to Perth on Sunday, needing a win to stay a mathematical chance of making the A-League playoffs. And the winning numbers in Powerball are 15, 32, 20, 8, 19, 18 and 22, and the Powerball number is 9. 2NURFM News Time, 26 to 8.